Hello, welcome to Board Game TV. It's Shadow Sunday, and we're going to be playing Shadows of Brimstone, of course. Now, we're on our federal group. We're on our last little mission in Caverns of Cinder. We're going to be playing Broken Seals. Something has awakened deep in the Caverns of Cinder, an ancient evil that desires above all else to be free of its hellish prison. The most recent series of gates that open into Cinder have weakened the magical seals that hold it captive. Massive quakes shake the hills to the very foundation of the earth, and nearby towns have begun to collapse into the pits of fire that have cracked open in the desert floor. The magical seals must be found and repaired before the beast is able to break free and bring about a fiery Armageddon unto the world. Of course, our federal group kind of knew about this going on, so from their little scientist thing and the research they've been getting, so on to stop the seals. Now, as you can see on the map, it has a specific setup. So we start in the Cinder, and we have to put this tile, which is the icon platform map tile, connected to it. Then what we have to do is okay. So before I was interrupted here, so then what you have to do is you have to make 2 stacks of exploration tokens. You have to make 1 stack with no clue icons and another stack with a clue icon. Okay. And since we're choosing 2 seals, which is a major threat, this has 3 exits. We have to seal up 1 of them since we only have 2 seals, so you have 1 exit for each seal. And then you have to take that stack, you have to take 1 clue icon token and 2 non-clue icon tokens, mix them together, and then form a little stack like this. I think we've done this before on another mission in another world somewhere. And then you put that stack next to the thing right there. Okay, so and then you place these stacks next to the doorway. Anything that causes a token to be discarded and redrawn will draw the next token in that stack. If the last token in a stack is redrawn, it always counts as having a clue icon. So when we go to a new area, we're not going to be putting exploration tokens down. We're just going to draw from the stack. And there's no gates. Now, the Growing Dread cards for this mission, you immediately resolve them. Whenever the darkness moves forward on the depth track, because the hold back the darkness roll was failed, it moves 1 extra space for each broken seal that has already been repaired. So there's that. Now, finding a broken seal. Each time the heroes find a clue icon, they have discovered one of the broken seals. Ignore any doors listed, of course. And instead, we're going to put one other random exit. Is going to have a gate end cap on it. Now, it's not going to be a gate. That's going to be where the seal is. So let's see here. So one of these. We're going to put one of these. Okay. Alright, now. And then we resolve the token like normal. Any hero starting their activation on the map tile with a broken seal automatically takes 1 corruption hit. Any hero in one of the 2 spaces directly in front of the broken seal may give up their attack to attempt to repair the seal. Make a lore 6+ test. If passed, the hero gains 50 experience and the seal is repaired. Replace the gate end cap with a normal end cap. Once all the broken seals have been repaired, this mission is successfully completed. Now, of course, when we find the second one, we're going to find our epic threat. And the epic threat is going to be this guy right here. Finally, Cinder has a real epic threat, not just Belial. We have the Magma Fiend here. Magma Giant Fiend. He had just come out. I'm okay with the paint job. I kind of like it. It's got a little bit of flavor in it. I've not played against him, so I don't know how tough he's going to be. He had just come out. He's not part of the Kickstarter or was not part of the Kickstarter or anything. He was like an afterthought for Flying Frog. They just recently introduced him. I want to say at Gen Con. They had recently introduced him. It's like surprise everybody. Hey, surprise! We've got a new monster for Caverns of Cinder. It's Magma Giant, and I was able to pick him up on the sale they had after Gen Con, which I think was one of the October sale. They had a sale, I think, in October, and I was able to pick him up and get it. So I'm very lucky to have that, and I'm glad they came out with that, because that gives me another good epic monster for Cinder, which originally it was going to be Belial, but now I can do what I wanted with Belial and save him up, and the old one. A few other things I'm kind of planning in stages, and for a different epic campaign and stuff like that. But so we'll be fighting him. We'll be fighting only Cinder monsters, and he will be our epic threat in order to, when we do the last seal. So with that being said, let's go ahead. Let's get started. Now, we did not move the posse marker because of this. We don't move it because we added it to the board. So our posse marker doesn't move with that. And if you haven't seen any other ones, just remember the Caverns of Cinder. They have intense heat. At the start of a hero's activation, they take 1 hit for every clothing item they currently have equipped. And we are +1 max grit. Alright, so let's go. The Indian. Let's see how many clothing items he has. He has none. So he's good. Okay, so first things first, we have to roll for the darkness. 6, well that's a fail. So let's move this here. And the Indian, he's going to go. And he rolls a 5. No plus move, is he? No. So he's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And now for our Marshal. And let's see, he has tribal armor. He has crimson hand robes. That's 2. A hat. That's 3. Alright, three items of clothing. Alright, he doesn't take 1 damage. Okay, and he's going to move. He rolls a 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And now the Preacher. Now he has holy robes, so that's 1. And yeah, that's only 1 item of clothing, so he's only going to take 1 hit. But he fails that. So that's how Cinder sneaks up on you. Okay? Cinder sneaks up on you like that, and of course it sneaks up on you with these little spaces here. And of course, if you don't know, I'll go over it one more time. These are fire or lava spaces or whatever. If you move into the space or end your turn in the space, you have to roll a die. If you get higher than the number, like this one has 2+, you're fine. This one has 5+. If you get lower than the number, you have to get a burning marker. And burning markers, of course, on the start of your activation, you take 2 wounds, no defense, and you get rid of the marker. So, there we go. Okay, so we gave him his damage. Let's roll for his movement. And he gets a 5, so this is that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Does anybody have any extra move? No. Okay. And that's the end of our turn. So, alright, let's go ahead and roll for darkness. Okay, I got a 10, so we're good on that. And let's start. The Indian has no clothing. He rolls a 2. That stinks. Well, fudge. Okay. Let's go 1, 2. That's kind of, that's lame. Alright, the Marshal. That's 3. And he fails 1. And let's roll for his movement. And he rolls a 4. So what I think I want to do with him, I'm going to go 1. And we have to roll higher than a 2. We do. So we're fine. 2, 3. And then we're going to go to the next map tile. And it's going to be the magma vents. Is this it? Kind of looks like it. It is it. No, that's not it. That's not it. Some of these tiles look so much alike. It's a little hard to tell sometimes, but I think this one. No, that's not it either. Well, no, this one may be it. Yeah, this is it right here. Okay, so we're gonna put this here. We'll put that right here. We'll move our thing here. And last but not least is the preacher. He takes a hit. And let's roll for his movement. 4. 1, 2, 3. Okay, barely. 4. Okay, so let's flip an exploration token and see what we're going to get. And we just have a regular old encounter with 1 exit. So, let's see which one our exit's going to be. It's going to be 3. So it looks like it's going to be straight on up. Okay. And looks like we're going to have venting steam is going to be our encounter. It's a special one. I have to find it. Alright, let me find it real quick. Okay, guys, there's a steam shoot up from the cracks in the crust all across the uneven floor of the rocky chamber. At the start of each turn, every hero on this map tile must make a luck 4 test. If failed, that hero takes D3 wounds ignoring defense, and as they are burned by the powerful jet of steam. Okay, well, we're going to have to deal with that. So, what I think is I may turn around. I guess we'll risk it. That's fine. We gotta go a long way. We'll have to come back that way. So this map is gonna have a footprint. Though not a big one, but it will. Alright, let's go ahead and roll for darkness. 6, we failed. Let's see what we get. Cave in. Each hero must pass an agility 6+ test or take D6 hits from falling debris. Well, that's terrible. Okay, so let's see, agility. He has 4. What prevents or cancel a dark? I'm gonna have to. It may come in handy. All right, 4. Okay, so Indian has 4 agility. And look, he got a 6, so that's good. Okay, he has 3 agility. He didn't make it. So he got to take D6 hits. 3 hits. Ooh. Okay, he passed 1. I do have armor. So I I get a 6 plus though. Well, alright, so that's not bad. So only take 1 hit. Okay. And his agility is terrible. It's 2. And he didn't make it. So he has to take 5 hits. Ew. Okay, he passes 2. So yeah, he's already hurting. Oof. Alright, well now that that's settled, let's get going. The Indian's gonna roll. He's gonna roll for movement. He's not wearing any clothes. Crap. Alright, so he gets to move 3. It's not good. Now he's not on that tile, so at the start of each turn, every hero. Okay, well let's do that first. He's got to make a luck. The only one on that tile is the marshal, so he's got to make a luck test. He's got a luck of 3. Yeah, luck of 3. Ooh, well, he failed. I'm gonna spend a grit to re-roll that. I don't want to take those wounds, so let's see. Okay, ooh, passed it that time. All right. So Indian goes 1, 2, 3. The marshal, his turn. He has 3 clothing items. He takes 2 wounds. These are starting to pile up. So let's see here. Let's roll for his movement. 6. That's better. Okay, so 1. There's no ignoring that. 3 plus. Ooh, that was good. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And he'll be on both tiles. So let's see what we're going to get. We're going to get a magma tunnel. And I think this is it right here. It is. Let's move this down a little bit. We will move this up 1. And that'll be the end of that turn. Next up is the preacher. He has 1. He's going to take a hit. Now let's roll for his movement. 3. 1, 2, 3. We'll just stay behind the Indian there. And I'm going to spend some faith. And who do I need? I need to heal myself. So let's do that. Okay, that's fine. I get to heal 3 wounds. And I'll get... Oh, that's right. Oh, yeah. Yeah. So I'll get 10 experience for that. Let's see what this exploration token gives us. Alright, so we have our clue. We have Growing Dread and an encounter and our clue. So let's see where the gate is going to be. It's going to be on number 4. Okay, that's to the right. So this is where the gate is going to be. This exit is now closed off. Okay, let's draw a Growing Dread card and see what it is. Every hero takes 2 horror hits. For each willpower save failed, the hero also takes d6 wounds. Okay, I'm going to cancel this. I'm going to use the Void Canary here. I'm going to cancel this. I don't like that. So we're going to cancel that. And then I have to, well, I have to roll, see, first, if I can even cancel it. Alright, I cancel it. So on a 3 plus, I cancel it. If I rolled a 1, I would have to get rid of the Void Canary. So that's fine. We've taken care of that. Okay, so we have a seal there. Now, first things first is have our counter. There's no special encounter, so we're just going to grab a Cinder's encounter. Great. The crust beneath your feet begins to give way as you step across the ashen floor, revealing a flow of molten magma below. Anytime a hero moves out of a non-lava space on this map tile, Jesus, roll a d6. On a 1 or 2, place a lava 5+ marker in the space the hero just left. Okay, well that's I can get rid of a card or exploration token once per game with my Indian, but I don't want to waste it on that. So yeah, I don't want to waste it on that. So okay, so we have to deal with that first, but that's the end of the turn, so let's roll for darkness. 7. Okay, we're still good. Alright, so alright, let's go ahead and start this. This is at the start of the turn. Each hero on this map tile. Everybody's on that map tile. So let's go ahead and start with that. And we'll start with the Indian. He's got to do a luck 4 test. His luck is 2. 2. Passed. Okay. The Marshal, he's still on the map tile technically, so he's got to do it. 4 plus, pass. And the Preacher has a luck of 2, 3. Oh, he has 2. Alright, he passed. So that's good. Okay. Alright, now let's have a look about the corruption hits here. Any hero starting their activation on map tile of the broken seal automatically takes 1 corruption hit. Okay, well, we'll worry about that when the time comes. Okay, well the Indian, this is his turn. He has no clothing, so let's just roll for his movement. Alright, he rolls a 1. He's going to gain grit. And I think I'm just going to keep him there. Alright, the Marshal has to take a corruption hit. See if he can do that. He passes, so that's fine. Alright, now his activation for his clothing items. He passed every one, that was good. And now let's roll for his movement. 4. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, so let's see. We did 4 spaces. Let's see if we have to do the lava there. No. 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 3 6s. Man, that's pretty good. Alright, well that one didn't work out too well. So it's on the space that I'm on. So I have to put a lava marker +5 on that. And let's see. Hopefully I won't have to be here for long. Got 3 6s in a row, and then it just crumbled beneath me. So let's put a lava token on here. Right here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's put it there. Okay, so first of all, let's see if I can roll a 5 or higher. No, I cannot. So I got to take a burning marker. Okay. Now let's see if I can get rid or repair the seal. Remember now, what we have to do is we have to do a lower 6 check. His lower, shit, he's the one with the lowest lore. His lore is 2, 3. He actually has 3 lore, so maybe I can get lucky. Okay, I do get lucky, thank God. Got a 1, 5, and a 6. So we have fixed that seal. So that's good. So he's going to gain 50 experience for that. And we have fixed this. So we'll just say that's fixed. Alright. Next up is the preacher. And he's going to have to take a hit. But he passes. Let's do his movement. And he's going to move forward. I'm going to move him back this way. I want to get him off this tile. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So there's that. Okay. So that's the end of the turn. Let's go ahead and roll for darkness. Double threes. Well, that's not good. Creeping darkness. Move the darkness 2 steps forward on the depth track. Yeah. 1, 2, and we have to draw a darkness card. And let's see, all unexplored doorways immediately become gates. Well, that's not going to really take effect. So there we go. Okay. Oh, you know what I should do with the preacher? I'm going to heal as well. I'm going to try to heal myself. It's fine. I can heal my 3 wounds, and the preacher is back at 100%. So let's go 10 experience for that. Okay, so we did the hold back the darkness. Let's go ahead with our heroes. Now he's the only one on this map tile, so he has to make a luck 4 test. Yeah. Oh, and he failed. I think I'm gonna spend a grit and re-roll one of these. Ah, that didn't work. Okay. Well, he has no wounds, so he has to take, of course, 3 wounds. Okay. And he has no clothes, so let's go ahead and roll for him. 1, 2, 3. He's off that tile. Next is the marshal, and he has to do a activation first for that. Let's do his clothing first. Okay, he passes 2, so he's only going to take 1 damage. Then let's do the 5 plus. Well, first off, let's roll for his movement. Okay, that's a good roll. Alright, so he's going to move 5 spaces. Let's move, see if he hits that. Okay, he does not make that. So he's going to, first of all, he's going to gain this burning marker back. He's going to take 2 wounds for that. So he's going to go 1, 6, 2, 6, 3, 6, God, 4, 3, and then 5. And he doesn't have to do anything with that. So that's fine. Okay, the preacher, since we don't have to worry about that, I may fiddle around with that. It'll be the preacher's turn. Let's do his clothing. He's fine. And we'll do his movement. But first thing I want to do is I'm going to get rid of this to make room. So let's do that because we're no longer going to be up there. We no longer have to worry about any of this. So I got to make some space. Yeah, the preacher, he's going to get a grit. And he's only going to move 1 space. I'm not going to move him. Well, I could move him. I can move him 1. He's still on here, so we won't have to do the voices in the dark thing. So I think I am going to do that. So let's see what tile we're going to get. Let's move this up 1. And we're going to get magma pit. Alright. And it's going to go, kind of looks like a hurricane if you ask me. It's going to go right here. Okay. And that's going to be the end of his turn. And that's the end of the round. So let's see what exploration we get. We have an attack. Okay, so we have an attack. We have one doorway out. Let's see where our doorway is going to be. However, I'm not going to do that. We're not going to do that. Once per venture, you may discard and redraw an exploration token or encounter card. So we're going to get rid of that, and we're going to pick the second one. And we're going to have a regular encounter with one doorway out. That's fine. Alright. And let's see, the encounter is going to be searing heat. Yeah, as if it's hot enough in there. Okay. The temperature here is unbearable. It takes a massive effort not to simply collapse under the oppressive heat. All heroes on this map tile are reduced to max grit 1. Well, okay. So, I guess I got to take a grit away from him. And that is the end of the turn. So let's go ahead and roll for darkness. Double sixes. Wow. Okay, well, I'm just going to heal everybody. 3 for him. Wait. I think that's, yeah. Yeah, it's the same thing as everything, yeah. 6 on him. And he has nothing, but he can't get another grit because you're only reduced to max grit 1. So there's that. But that's fine. It's a free heal. You can't complain. Okay, so it's the Indian's turn. Let's see what we're going to do. He's going to move 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'm just going to leave him there. So it's the marshal's turn. And he's going to take 1 wound. Oh, that's right. I have to do this. A luck 4 test. Yeah. Okay, well, he passed on that. We got a 6 there, so that's fine. He didn't. Nothing hurts him there. Let's roll for his movement. Of course, we have to take the burning marker off. So let's take that off and give him 2 more wounds. And he's back to that. Let's roll. Come on, let's get a good roll here. Yeah, that's not a good roll. Alright. 1, 2. Okay. That is not a good roll. Alright, the preacher. He has 1 item. He passes. Let's roll for movement. And I'm just going to leave him there. He's not going to do anything else, and that's it. So, let's go ahead and roll for darkness again. We get a 6. This time we fail. And we have to move it 2 spaces. 1, 2. And we get a Growing Dread card here. And this is, during the next fight, a random enemy group gains an extra elite ability. I don't think. Okay. I have to remember that. Unless I can get rid of it somewhere. Let me see. Oh yeah, I have the Indians as other special ability from leveling up. Yeah, I can get rid of that. Okay, but that's it. That's once per venture. I can get rid of that with a special ability on that. So, or I can try intervention. I think I might do that actually. I need a 10 or higher. Well, let me do that. Let me do the intervention. I spend 1 extra fate to cancel a growing dread card. Well, that's not good, but I can re-roll one of these dice on the blessing. 10. All right, that's actually good. So I'll spend my faith. I'll gain 50 experience points, and we will get rid of that growing dread card. That's actually pretty good. All right, so let's have our heroes go. Let's the battle scout. This is roll for his movement. Okay, I'm not moving him. He's not going to move. It's the marshal's turn. He has 3 clothing items. He succeeds at 2, so he's going to take 1 wound. Oh yeah, that's right. He has to do his luck 4 test, but he passed that, no problem. And let's roll for his movement. That's 4. That's a little bit better. So let's go ahead and move him 1, 2, 3, 4. We're still technically on that tile, but that's okay. I can move the preacher this way now. Alright, so the preacher, we're going to do his move thing. He does not pass, so he's going to take 1 damage. And let's move him 6 spaces. Yeesh. Alright, that's not too bad. 1. Oh, there's no way around it. We're going to get hit on this. Okay. 2. Passed. 3. 4. 5. 6. So there's the preacher. Okay. And that will be the end of that turn. Alright, so let's roll for darkness. Well, we pass with an 11. The Indian will go. He doesn't have any clothing. So he'll roll. And he'll roll a 4. And let's move him 1, 2, 3. Ooh, failed. I'm going to spend a grit, re-roll that. Okay, 4. Okay. Now it's the marshal's turn. Now he still is technically on that tile, so let's do a luck test. Pass. Let's do his clothing. Okay, he passed 2, so he's got to take 1. And now we roll for movement for him. 3. Ah, dog, Marshall. 1, 2, 3. That's fine though. Alright, so I can get rid of this tile here. I don't need it anymore. Make some space. And there we go. Okay, and now I can move the preacher to the next tile. And we know that's going to be a clue because we haven't discovered the clue yet. So let's go ahead. He has 1 item of clothing. Okay, he fails. Okay, and let's go ahead and roll for his movement. 1, 2, and then we're going to move 1 up, and it's going to be Lake of Fire. Yeah, all this fire stuff. Okay, so this is going to be, no, it's like this. This is going to be like this. Alright, let's move this. Okay, now which one is going to be the gate? 4 is going to be the gate. So that's going to be down here. So this is going to be the gate. This is going to be the exit. Not the exit. And of course, before we can seal the gate, we have to spawn our magma fiend. So let's go ahead and spawn him because we know he's coming. He's going to be our epic threat. We know this is going to be a clue, and we're going to have an encounter, but we're not going to do the encounter. We ignore that on the epic threat, even though this mission kind of calls for it differently. So let's spawn our magma fiend. He's going to be right here. I'll put him right here. Let's have a look at him. Magma Giant. Okay, so this is him. He has initiative of 3, move 6, range 6, 4 melee, combat 3, damage 3, defense 3, health 25 plus 5 per hero, so it's 40 health for us. Unspeakable Terror. A hero starting their activation on the same or adjacent map tile takes 2 horror hits. Hardening Surface. During each hero's activation, this enemy's defense is +1 for each successive hit assigned to it after the first, until the end of that activation. Immune to burning markers. Okay, during each arrow, this enemy's defense for each successive hit assigned to it. The enemy uses D8 for its 2 hits. Burning Smash. This enemy's melee to hit rolls a 7+ ignore defense. Also add a burning marker to the target as well as any other heroes adjacent to it. Moves through other models, immune to critical hits. Okay, so we got a... Okay, so here we go. Sheesh. Well, let's see if we can work this out. First things first, we got to roll for darkness. We get a 9, so we're good. Now the Indian will go. He has no clothing items, if you remember. And he rolls a 6, which is very good. Let's go 1, 2. Oh man. Well, got to get a burning marker. 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Oh, that's right. He did start his activation on the adjacent map tile, so I have to take 2 horror hits as well. Failed 1. And let's see what I want to do with this guy here. I'm gonna have to shoot him. I'm out of the lava range. I don't want to be in the lava on that. So I guess I'll use my gate rifle. He's immune to critical hits, so it's not going to matter. During each hero's activation, this enemy defense is +1 for each successive hit assigned to it after the first. Okay, well, let's see here. What do we got to help us out here? Do I have anything to help us out? Okay, well, no, not really. So let me take my 2 shots. See what I can do. And I have no grit. Well, how the hell do I miss that big ass thing? Alright, so I miss it. Wow. Okay. Now it's the Marshal. And he still has a higher initiative. So he will go, and he rolls 3. Alright, he no hits. Let's roll for his movement. 5. Okay, where at least there's that. Until used each adventure, you take 1 less damage from beast. No, he's not a beast. Okay. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. And I can't even attack. So there's that. Okay, so I do have +1 initiative on the Preacher. But, yeah, I'm not going to be able... He goes second. So, let's go ahead and do the Magma Beast here. I guess we'll just move him here. And I guess he'll attack the Indian. Three combat. The Magma Giant, I want to say this, the Magma Giant came with 8-sided dice. They came with this. You know, I was like wondering why the hell did it come with this, but then I remembered, if you read here, they roll an 8-sided dice for the hits. So, there we go. Alright, well, you got a 1, a 5, and a 1. So 2 misses and 1 hit, and it's not a 7 plus. So, let's see if we can ignore that. And we can't. Eesh. So I'm going to take 3 damage. Ooh. Okay, now it's the Preacher's turn. First thing we have to do is he has this 1 clothing item. And he passes. Next thing we have to do is he have to do his horror hits. He passes. And then I think what I'm going to do is maybe smite. I have a grit. So, let me roll for movement. Well, it doesn't matter. I have a grit. Now, of course, I need a 9 plus. And smite will go through his defense. Remember my rules on that. I can see where dynamite would not do a critical hit to this thing, because this thing's rock and magma. However, a divine intervention will still, I think, do that. You know, like I said, we're calling down the power of God. And I'm pretty sure God can, if he wanted to, divine intervention through rock and lava. So, let's go ahead and see if I can get that. Alright, I got an 8. Alright, I'm going to spin a grit. And I'm going to re-roll this bad boy. Well, that's good. I got a 4 there. Okay, so I'm able to do that. So, now I'm at level 3 with the Preacher. And I do D8 wounds, no defense. Okay? So I get to roll a D8. Ah, you kidding me, man? That's a 1. Shit. I don't know if I like them die. So I only do 1 wound to it. That is horrid. Horrible. Took me all that to get that damn thing. Jeez. Okay. Huh. Well, that's the end of the turn. Let's roll for darkness. And we failed. So we're going to move 2 spaces. And we got to draw a darkness card. All demon enemies are +1 initiative. Okay. Well, he's not a demon. Doesn't look like we're going to have any. So it's the hero's turn. Now, the Indian has a burning marker. So let's take that off and give him 2 wounds. Now, he has no clothing, but he does have to take 2 horror hits. Okay, he failed 1. Now, I am next to him, so I'm not going to use my rifle now. My combat hits are +1 damage. Let's roll for movement first. Let me roll for movement first. Okay. Now I'm going to use the Marshal badge, and I'm going to get +2 shots and +2 combat. Okay. So that's what we're going to do. So I'm going to have four combat. I do +1 damage. So let's see what I can do. Okay, God, man. Well, I got 2 hits. Okay. Okay, I got a 5 and a 4. Now, the 5, I get an extra damage. So this thing has a defense of 3, so I'm going to do 2 damage. Yay. Alright. However, because this thing's defense is +1 for each successive hit, it's going to get a 4. So I want to do only one more damage after that. So this thing is like 4. Wow. Okay. Jeez. Well, that was bad. I'm just chipping away at it with my axe. Alright, it's the marshal's turn. Let's do his clothing. Okay, passed on all those. Now let's do his horror hits. I failed on 1. Okay, now let us roll for movement. Okay, well, first of all, 1, 2. Alright. And then his range is 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. I'm going to take some shots with my shotgun. And I use a D8 to hit. Now I get 4 shots because I remember the marshal badge. So let's roll these 4 dice. Okay, well, actually did pretty good there. Only 1 miss. I got a 4, a 7, an 8, but remember he's immune to critical and I had 1 miss. So I got 3 hits with that. So that's fine. So let's figure out what I want to do with this. Okay, well that's no good. I got a 1. God damn. A 5 and a 6. Now I'm going to take this, and this is going to be the first hit, and I'm going to do 2 damage. So let's add 2 more to him. Okay. Now, the second hit, I rolled a 6. So his defense is going to be 4, so I'm going to do 2 damage. However, I'm going to use this right here, the Amulet of Heingel. Once per venture, add an extra D6 damage to a single hit. So I'm going to try to add a good amount here. 6, yes! Wow, that was lucky. Okay, so 2 and 6 is 8, so I'm going to add 8 damage to him. That was freaking luck. Boy. 3, 4, 5. Let me get this straightened out here. Put up 5 there. So he's at 10. Now. Okay. So that was actually really good. Really good there. But that's it. That's the only time I can use that. Okay. Now next up it is the preacher, the magma giant's turn. And he will attack. I think he can move through other models. So I think the way I want to do this is I want to do it, he attacks somebody different every turn. And I think that would be a good idea. Now we attacked the Indian the first turn. So what I'm going to have him do is I'm going to have him move here. And I'm going to have him attack the marshal this turn. And then next turn he'll attack the preacher. I think that's a good way of doing that. It's pretty cool. So let's go ahead and do that. He's going to get his 3 combat. No 7s. As a matter of fact, only 1 hit. So can we ignore that? We can. So we ignored it. That's pretty good. Now it's the preacher's turn. So let's go ahead and do his clothing first. He failed. Okay, let's do his horror hits. He passed. Let's do his movement. Okay. I think I want to try it to smite again. I'll try it one more turn, and if that doesn't work, then I'll start just fighting him. I forgot to give myself 10 experience for the last one. So let's see what I can do. Wow, alright, 10. Okay, well, that's fine. Let's roll a d8. Come on, give me... You gotta be damn shitting me. 3. 3, come on, man. I'm doing this smite thing. It's hard to get a 9+. And I'm only doing 3 damage. God. I can do an 8 now. Come on, give me the 8s. Move those. And that's the end of the turn. So, let's roll for darkness. 9. Okay, I'm lucky on that. Alright, let's keep going. Okay, so now it's a new turn. It's the Indian's turn again. I wasted. You know what I just realized? I just realized I wasted the +2 combat that the preacher could get. Oh well, that's on me. I should have noticed that. I didn't. That's going to be on me. But I shouldn't have smited on that turn. Yeah, especially not for 3 damage. Damn it. Okay, that's on me. I did that. All right, it's the Indian's turn. Let's do his horror hits. Passes. Let's do his roll for movement. Okay, let's go ahead. He's going to attack. He has 2 combat. Both are hits. Okay, well, only 1 damage goes through. That was just not any good. Alright, it's the marshal's turn. Let's roll for his clothing. He fails 2. Let's roll for his horror hits. Passes both of those. Let's roll for his movement. No. Alright, and then he has, of course, a shotgun. Oh man, anytime you kill an enemy, you may heal. Oh, that's right. That's right, I didn't kill him. Okay. So we're going to get a shot here. Okay, you know what? I forgot about this, but I have the hunter trait for my thing, and that's +1 damage to an enemy I pick. And of course, I would have picked him. I know we were going to fight him. Now I've missed that, so I'm not going to retroactively do it. Except for 1 damage. I'm going to give myself 1 extra damage. However, that's it. So, from now on, I know I had like 3 hits on him last time. So, okay, I got an 8. So that's a hit. I got a 7. So that's going to be an 8. And I only get 1 shot now. So 5 damage. 5 damage. So that was actually a good shot. So there we go. Okay, but now, however, it is his turn. And this time he will attack the preacher. And 2 1s and a 6. I swear these dice do the 1. So only 1 hit. Can the preacher ignore it? He cannot. So he's going to take 3 damage. And so far we've been pretty lucky. So Okay, now it's the preacher's turn. We have one clothing, and we failed. We have 2 horror hits. We failed 1. And screw it, I'm going to try Divine Smite again here. Oh, let's roll for movement. Okay. So I'm going to try that again. And I failed big time on that one. So I can't smite. So, that was a waste. So let's go ahead and start our next turn. Let's roll for darkness. We get an 8. We're good. As long as we're doing good on that, we're okay. I think we can outlast this guy as long as we keep picking at him. So it's the Indian's turn. Let's roll for his clothing. No clothing. Let's roll for his horror hits. He passes both of them. Let's roll for his movement. No. And let's do his combat now. Okay, I got 1 hit. That's not any good. Well, that's plus 1 damage. That's 6, so that's 3 more damage. So we're chipping away at him. And that's the end of his turn. The marshal will go. Now he has 3 clothing items. Alright, he takes 1 more hit. Let's do his horror hits. And he fails 1. Okay, and let us do his movement. Alright. Okay, well he's going to attack. An 8. Alright. Come on, let me get another 8. 4. That's not that good. Okay, well that's only 1 damage on him. Yeah. Not that good. 1 damage. Okay, now it's his turn. Now he's gonna I guess turn and hit the Indian. No 7s. All 3 are hits though. So we gotta see. And we ignore 1. So we're gonna take 6 damage on that. That was a good pop. Okay, now it is the preacher's turn, so let's do his clothing. Failed. Let's do his horror hits. Pass. I do get 3 combats. Let's do 3 combat. Well, look at that. Wow, too bad we don't have crits. 3 hits. Okay. Alright, well we know this is not going to get through the defense, so that's out. So now we do 3 damage for this one. Okay. This one we're going to do, his defense is going to go up 1 because we had a hit, so he's only going to do 2 damage for that one. But we're getting close. We're at 33 health now for this guy. So, yeah. Alright, let's go ahead. Roll for darkness. We failed on that one. So we're going to move this thing 2 more spaces. We're going to draw a darkness card. All demon enemies. That's fine. I'll take it. Okay, so it is the Indian's turn. Let's do his clothing. He fails. He's going to take a wound. Let's do his horror hits. He fails those, so he's going to lose 2 sanity. Okay. Let's roll for his movement. 1. Alright, we get a grit. It's fine. Now, I'm going to do my combat here. Okay, I hit on 1. Let me see. I'm not going to reroll that. Alright, 4. Now, I'm going to spin my grit. Oh, wait. That's right. I can do 2 combat. I hit on 1. Okay, hit on 2. And then that one does 5. Okay. Now, I get +1 damage. So I'm going to do 2 and 1, which is going to be 3. So, we hurt him again. But he's still up. Maybe the marshal can end it. Okay, the marshal has 3 clothing items. He fails on every single one. Okay, well, I gotta start worrying about him on that. He has a health of 25, but still, it's getting ridiculous. Alright. Horror hits. Takes 1 sanity loss. Still for his movement. No. Okay, let's roll 4. Okay, well, you hit him. 6. So, 3 damage. We're close. We're so close. One more wound this thing has to take. 1 more. And it is dead. Okay. But however, it gets attacked. And I think this time it is attacking... Who did it attack? It hit the Indian last time, so it's attacking the marshal this time. No 7s. As a matter of fact, only 1 hit. So let's see if we can ignore it. We can. Okay, it's the preacher's turn. I'm going to try it. All we need is 1 damage. 1 damage on him, and we're good. Alright, clothing. Pass. Horror hits. Pass. Movement. Okay. And now let's go for this. God, man, too bad I am not playing. Too bad this guy is not immune to critical hits, man. We'd kill him. All right, 3 hits. Surely I can do 1 damage. And of course, these are negated by his defense. However, this one will not be negated by his defense. So this is going to be the first one I do. So, I'm not sure. After the first. Okay. So, this will be the first hit. We do enough damage. And we kill the magma giant. Alright. Wow. Let's all catch our breath. Okay, I'll heal him. Okay. Okay. Now, let's gain a loot. Alright, 1 dark stone and 20 experience for the Indian. An artifact for our marshal and 20 experience. So let's see what kind of artifact we get here. Scroll of Escaro. Discard to prevent up to 3 corruption points a hero is about to take, or to remove all burning markers from a hero. Okay, that's not too bad. And last but not least, the preacher, he gets $25 and 20 experience. Okay, well, we still have to come close the gate. So it's a brand new turn. Let's roll for darkness. And we failed that. So we got to get a darkness card. And sorry. 1, 2. We get a growing dread card, actually. Let's see what this thing has to say. Every hero takes 1 horror hit. If the willpower save is failed, the heroes must choose. Ooh, man. Alright. Let's not fail this. Pass. Fail. And I have to take out one of his. So I will take out the lore. And the preacher. Pass. Wow. Okay, so let's get this damn thing shut here. Okay, the Indian. He's going to take a hit for his burning. I'm moving him 1, 2. He failed. That's a burning marker there. 3, 4. Alright, the marshal. He passes all his. 1, 2, 3. I'm just going to keep him there. And then the preacher. He fails his. He's going to take another wound. Let's move him. 1, 2. Passes. 3, 4. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, let's see here. You have to check your lore, right? Ooh, any hero starting on a map tile with a broken seal. Yee. We know the marshal was never on there. Okay, I gotta go back. We're gonna have to re-roll. How many rounds was that? That was 4 rounds. I'm gonna do 5 just in case. See how many corruption hits the Indian's gonna take. Okay, he's gonna take 3 corruption hits for all the times he stood on the map tile. The preacher is going to take. Well, then I wouldn't have moved Marshall. I'd have kept him there. Let's do the preacher. And he passed every single one of his. Okay, that's fine. Now the preacher is going to try to do the lore. I believe it is lore, right? Yeah, 6+ lore. He has a lore of 3, 4, 5. He has a lore of 5, so he's got a good chance of getting it. Come on, give me a 6. Got a 6 right there. Alright. So we can seal this. He's going to gain 50 experience points. He has sealed that. Alright, now each hero is going to gain 25 experience and 2 loot cards for each broken thing. So we're going to give them another 50. Another 50. However, I'm only giving them 1 loot card. We got our 1 loot card when we fought him. We're only going to get 1 loot card for doing this. So the marshal, he's going to get sack of gold dust for 20. I mean the Indian is, I'm sorry. The marshal's going to get a sack of gold dust. Oh. And we're going to get a gear card. The preacher is. Let's see what it is. Throwing hatches. Gain 2 hatchet tokens and then discard this card. Okay, well that's not going to do him any good. Okay. I'd give that to the Indian or something. Alright. So, we're going to head to town. Let me roll for my dark stone that I got over here. See if I take a hit for that. I do not. So, there's that. And I can remove 1 corruption point because of my ribbon from him. So let's do that. Let's give him a dark stone. Okay. Alright, we'll head to town. Let me get that set up. And okay, so I rolled and we started here at Glory's Anthem. So Cordis Claim is the closest town. It's a mining town. So let's go ahead and do our 3 things. We have 45. And we have Bridge Destroyed. When you get to town, the heroes can spend no more than 2 days for their town stay. Well, that's fine. I'm only going to stay 1 day anyways. All we got to do is get rid of some corruption. The next one is 25. Blood Moon. Until the end of the next adventure, all heroes are +1 spirit at any depth event rolled while holding back the darkness adds a growing dread card. Yeah, let's see. Last but not least, 66. And we have to roll because that's a traveler on the road. That's 5. That's traveling missionary. All heroes may fully heal their sanity and remove D3 corruption points. Well, that's what we wanted to do. We can remove 1 corruption point from the Indian. It's good. Actually, I'm going to spin a grit and re-roll that. Okay, we remove 2 corruption points, so we don't need to go anywhere, do anything. It's a mining town. Remember, mining towns are well supplied. They always include a general store, and everything is sold at -$25. They have rich local deposits. Anytime a hero finds gold, they find $10 extra, and anytime they get Darkstone, they gain 1 extra. And it has void activity. The massive boom of local mining has uncovered countless new perils, releasing all manner of creatures and evils find their way to the surface. When rolling to see if there's a town event at the end of each day, roll an extra die. Either roll may trigger a town event. So our daily event is Wide Open Skies. All location event chart in town today are +1 to roll. But there's nothing we really need to do. So let's go ahead. And we did our daily event. We got a 4 and a 6, so nothing really is going to happen. And so it was just a boring little quick, quiet jaunt into town for no reason. Alright, so next up, what we're going to do is we have 2 worlds left. That's right, 2 worlds. We have the Blasted Waste, and we have the Canyons, which came with the Blasted Waste. So our next 3 missions are going to be centered around the Canyons. And then, of course, after those 3 missions, we'll do the Blasted Waste. And then hopefully Forbidden Fortress will be here by then. I'm getting tired of waiting on these Kickstarters. But, you know, the Canyons. So that'll be pretty interesting. We'll have 3 adventures in the Canyons. You know that the Indians, one of them is going to have a boss. If you see if you can figure out which boss we haven't fought yet. So I hope you enjoyed it, and until next time, I will see you and have fun.